There's been some speculation lately that Boruto will be able to use chakra armor with Jogen in the future. And in fact, I've had several people write this for about 2 weeks now, and of course I was wondering, how will Boruto be able to use Susanoo with Jogen? What other unique techniques will Boruto have in Boruto Shippuden? And in general, what level of power will there be in the future? We'll talk about all that today. And don't forget to like and comment on the video, and of course try to find the assassins because we are already starting. Have fun watching it. I also tried to get a hold of Boruto in the manga, but since he hasn't been shown in the manga yet, I think that's why we'll start with him. In the manga, although they are still very similar to the Boruto Dojutsu, he also has a number of other abilities, such as the ability to see through space, opening portals, chakra tanketsu, and so on. The Eye of Boruto is the strongest dojutsu that has all the powers that the other eyes have, and therefore many think that Boruto will have his own Jogen chakra mode like the same Tenseigan. The evidence is that Jogen and Tenseigan are quite similar, both in appearance, and in addition to the fact that they are from the same lineage, if I may say so, with the Hyugas, there is a theory that Jogen has his own mode that would increase both strength and speed of Boruto, and most likely also give him the ability to use energy rays. As we saw in the 10 movie with Tenseigan mode, Tonari became incredibly strong, that he could even cut through the moon, and also fight Naruto on equal footing. The speed in combat is incredible, and logically Boruto could use a similar mode and reach a whole new level. Of course, now it's unlikely, but I think after the time skip in Boruto Hurricane Chronicles, the main character will have incredible strength. Also considering, I also think that the Jogen mode might be able to combine with Karma. As Tonari said in the anime, Jogen is constantly developing and discovering more and more abilities, so the idea of a Jogen mode might not seem that crazy. In one of his battles, Boruto has seen Kirin's incredibly powerful technique, so during a time skip he asks Sasuke to teach him the technique, and of course the Uchiha won't refuse him. Sasuke's own technique is an incredibly powerful S-rank technique, and is a sort of Naruto's Ransuriken counterpart, and given the fact that Boruto is a genius, it's easy for him to master such a powerful technique. In addition, let's not forget that Boruto has a very good command on the element of lightning, so he will be very happy with it. Of course, there's a mini minus to this technique, because in order to make natural lightning, Sasuke used powerful kathans to cause thunderstorm conditions, but the problem is that Boruto doesn't use fire element. But then again, this is doable. At the age of 12, Boruto already knows 3 elements, which shows that he's a genius, so he can learn fire too. Besides that, in one of the openings, Boruto used fire techniques, which hints at his future abilities in the Kathans area. And anyways, it's always nice to have such a powerful trump card in the form of Kirin. Since we are talking about the element of lightning, let's talk about Chidori, a powerful lightning technique. Boruto had already used a similar technique once and accelerated with lightning and added lightning in his kunai. Maybe that was a little hint for the future of lightning technique in Boruto's arsenal. Being a fan of Sasuke's, it is obvious that Boruto would 100% try to learn his techniques, and Chidori would be no exception. Of course, the Chidori requires the Sharingan, as using Chidori increases the user's speed so much that he would not have time to dodge his enemies, but Boruto has Jogen, who can also see his moves beforehand, so Sasuke could agree to teach Boruto his jutsu and other lightning techniques, such as Raikiri and others. The most interesting thing is Susanoo Boruto. Yes, and yes again, Susanoo Boruto. Logically, Susanoo is just a chakra armor and nothing prevents Boruto from creating and mastering this jutsu. But for some reason, I have a hard time accepting it. But speaking of which, for some reason a lot of people think of Susanoo as Jogen, which would look something like that. Exactly, like an armor on a person, rather than the huge chakra creature we're used to. Of course, such armor would be an incredibly powerful protection for Boruto, maybe even increase his physical performance, because this armor would not have weight since it's only chakra. The latest version and opinion is that Sasuke would also be able to use such armor. Create a normal Susanoo and shake it off, to strengthen it of course and get some new power. Just imagine the picture where Sasuke uses such Susanoo on himself by Sharingan, and Boruto with Jogen's help together. That's the kind of battle I would like to see. Of course Boruto could also create such a huge humanoid out of chakra. I think in the future the reserve will allow him, but for some reason I would like Susanoo to develop somehow, and this is the new stage. Again, in theory, such a Jogen chakra armor is possible and even logical. We just have to wait to see Boruto's strength after time skip. Since we're talking about techniques, let's talk about Taijutsu, more specifically the soft first style. Even without having a Byakugan, the Hyuga clan decided to teach Boruto, and he successfully mastered it. Boruto fights perfectly without Jogen in a combat style that requires Dojutsu in order to see Tanjutsu and chakra threats, and imagine if Boruto would have mastered this combat style to the fullest. He would have no equal in Taijutsu, of course doubting him with Jogen. Also, don't forget the other techniques of the Hyuga clan, like the 8 trigrams, namely 64 palms and rotation. Together with Jogen, Boruto is able to master these techniques, which would take his taijutsu to the absolute limit. And if you add to that the lions from chakra, a favorite technique of Boruto's mother Hinata, then it would make a canon at all. In fact, Boruto can learn all this very quickly, only if he wants to of course. Hitting a tanker, spinning and demolishing all enemies is a pretty powerful weapon that would work even on SASUKE. I can't help but notice that Boruto has already had 1 or 2 calls, the one from Garoagi, a Ryuchido snake, and the one from New. A beast call is literally a basic ninja technique, and many would argue over which call Boruto, toad, snake or any other creature would have. I'm leaning towards the snake though. Imagine if Boruto contracted the strongest and biggest snake and summoned it. It would be really cool. Again, Sasuke summoning snakes and Boruto inheriting his style, including summoning snakes. Again, only in my opinion. And what do you think? Will Boruto be able to create his own Susanoo? Will he be able to use incredible techniques in the future, and what kind of summoning will he have? Write your opinion in the comments. It would be interesting to read. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if it is so, be sure to give it a like and leave a comment with your opinion of course. Thanks for watching and good luck!